All right, my people, what's up now? Welcome back to the channel. This is for the Chelsea fans. Everything Chelsea in recent days or in the last 24 hours. Now, waiting at the talk in this video right about now. So please, if you're here to subscribe to this channel, subscribe now before we get into the video. Like this video. Do anything you can to help this video grow. Please, let's get into the video. Now, it's no longer news that this our club has been going through some kind of wahala in recent weeks. Bad results on the pitch, the protests from the fans recently trying to get the owners out or get them to doing what is right and good for the growth of this club. Now, that protest has not really been doing anything um positive so far, but it still looks like something that is not going to end anytime soon because with the way this club is going, this is not something you can just come out one day, shout, cry, and you now go back and pack your bags and stay home and hoping that you have shouted. No, this is something that the fans are supposed to do continuously, consistently until this owners turn a new leaf. Until then, we are not going to back down. We are not going to allow anybody spoil this club that we have come to love so much and like admire so much. So yes, it's a huge task. But Chelsea fans, if you now want to be genuinely happy again as football fans, as people that loves this football club, you guys should not just back out or back down from all the protests and all the maybe online talks concerning the bad ownership, or let me not just say bad ownership, concerning the way the owners are running this club. You understand? So yes, the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that a particular news has come to light. Maybe it should serve as a motivation for these players. Maybe it might not even serve as motivation to them, because sometimes when you want to, after blaming the owners, then you come down to the players and you look at their body languages and how they even play. Sometimes you question if they really want to play for this club or if they are hungry enough to take this club to the next level. Now, the news coming out is that the players has a clause in all of their contracts that once Chelsea misses out from Champions League football, all of them will have a slash of their salary. They will have a particular percentage of their salaries removed as a result of their absence from the Champions League. Now, it's not supposed to be a good thing for them. Like, no player wants to earn 100 naira today and tomorrow you are earning maybe 75 naira as a result of your um lack of presence in the Champions League. So maybe somebody needs to like remind them that if I miss out on the Champions League this season, on our salary money they come out next season, because you cannot be playing in the Carabao Cup. Sorry, you cannot be playing in the Europa League and you are earning the salary of someone in the Champions League. So maybe someone needs to actually bring it to their notice. Is it a good thing? Maybe it could actually push them, motivate them, or like help them achieve this top four by all means. Retrace their steps, like up their performances in games and do everything it takes to actually, if not for any other thing, finish in the top four this season. Because that looks like the most realistic task that we have, even though it still looks very difficult for us considering the games that we have remaining for the season. You understand? That is that about the players and their wage cuts. Then the next person I want to mention in this video is Enzo Fernandez. It's also not news. Recently, he has been um, doing a lot of interviews with different media houses. The one he had again after the PSG match, the one he had, I don't know even where he had that one. And then the most recent one is the one he had in the Argentine national team camp. And all these interviews were circling around his future as Chelsea player, what he plans. And even though he did not boldly say that he wants to leave Chelsea, his body language and the way he was answering these questions suggests that Enzo Fernandez's mind might actually be somewhere else other than Chelsea. And at the end of this season, all of that might come to light because during his answers to these questions, he said that for now, he wants to focus on Chelsea and seeing where Chelsea ends at the end of the season, helping Chelsea finish the remaining games of the season, and also focusing on the World Cup with Argentina. Then, after Argentina, He will now, after the World Cup, he will now decide, he will now see. That's what he said, that after the World Cup, we'll see what happens with my future. Now, this does not look like positive for Chelsea, because if you see, anytime a player comes up with, after a particular period of time, after the season or after this tournament, we'll see what happens with my future. He's not giving you that guarantee that he's staying or that he's so interested in staying. Unlike Moises Caicedo, that had similar questions thrown at him and he came up clear. He loves it as this at this club. He wants to end up doing great things at this club, and also at the end of the day being a legend of this club. His response to the questions came out proper Chelsea. Like, you will not actually read a lot of meaning into what he said, other than knowing the fact that, okay, Caicedo is 100 for Chelsea and he actually wants to stay in this club 100%. Enzo gave a very, very contrasting response, unlike Caicedo's own. So Enzo Fernandez, he has actually grown to be one of the consistent players in the Chelsea team, whether you like it or not. I don't know why a lot of people do not like him, but he's actually one of our best players in the club, and he has become so important. Also, our vice captain. But you should also know that no player is bigger than this club. If you are actually interested in leaving the club, go. Eden Hazard left. We've had good players that left the club, important players for that matter, and we actually still kept on moving as a football club. So it's not going to be an exception. So um, I heard that the likes of PSG are interested, but from the information and the news that I heard, Real Madrid is his preferred destination. Who don't want to join Real Madrid? So yes, well, let's see how that unfolds at the end of the World Cup, because that's where he said he will see what happens. Then moving forward, also this is actually a good news. Levi Colwill has actually returned to full team training, and he's also expected to participate in Chelsea's under 21 Premier League game against Fulham in April 10th. Yes, that should be the first football game that he's testing after his injury layout. Now, he's not fully fit, everybody knows, but this is actually a good step in the right direction. At least he's going to start building match fitness from there. Because for him to actually participate in like that match, that means he has gotten a certain level of fitness from training sessions, but he actually needs to be match sharp from games. And the game against Fulham in the Premier League too is actually a good thing. So hopefully, like Colwill comes out from that game like without any form of relapse or any new injury or anything like that. Let's hope that he gets back and is available for us for the run-in, the last few games of the season. Let's just hope that we have him. And even if we end up not having him for the rest of the season, no wahala. But at least we'll know that, okay, we are going to have a fully fit Levi Colwill for pre-season and also for the start of next season, which is very important for us, which is a good thing. Then another information also coming up is the fact that a lot of Chelsea fans has been crying for Liam Rosenior's head, especially after our bad results against Newcastle, the two legs against PSG, and the battering of Everton recently. Now, information coming out also is that Chelsea no get any plans of sacking this man. That season go end. They're not even going to do any season maybe recap or evaluation for him. But if season finish now, they're going to let him be. Then he will be there from the start of next season after backing him in the market, allowing him to sign players that he's interested in. This one, they go use my talk and we will allow you sign players that you are interested in. And at the end of the day, na club will they sign children, they give them. I want this, our culture of signing children everywhere to stop. Bikono, I beg. Because if we continue like that, this club is going nowhere. Yes, you can sign young players because at the end of the day, they have the resale value needed for profit making. But you also need the experienced players, and there are also young players who are also experienced. Go for them. This club is used to having one of the best, some of the best talents in world football. I don't understand the players we have in the club right now. We are just doing trial and errors with players, and so far so good. It's not working. We cannot just have one impressive or two impressive players out of more than 30 players that we have currently in the club. It doesn't make sense. Those two players cannot take this club anywhere. So, Liam Rosenior, paying back, if you guys are going to assist him with everything he needs to take this club to the next level in the transfer window, let's see how that happens in the transfer window as well. So the next thing to talk about in this video is the fact that ex-Manchester United player Nicky Butt is suggesting to Chelsea, Man U legend now, they suggest to Chelsea to consider bringing back Frank Lampard if they end up letting Liam Rosenior go. Everybody knows how impressive Frank Lampard has been with Coventry, their push for the championship title and the subsequent promotion into the Premier League. He has been quite impressive. 81 goals scored. That's a very good attacking um um a very good attacking output from Frank Lampard's Coventry City. Now, is Lampard has had two different stints as a Chelsea manager, and the first one was quite impressive with the transfer embargo, promoting the likes of Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, Rhys James, Fikayo Tomori, and who else again came in through Frank Lampard then. It was quite a very impressive time for him, considering he had no option of signing players and he had to make do with academy players and also the players we had, loan players too. So he was good. But then the second stint, he actually took charge of only 11 games, and I think he only won one out of 11 games, losing like six and drawing the rest, which is not so impressive for him. But a lot of people still believe that he's not a Premier League level manager. The championship is his level. He has taken lead Derby County to the Championship playoff before. He took Coventry to the Championship playoff last season and lost to Sunderland, and now he's like leading the Championship. He doesn't need to play and participate in the playoff again. He's coming straight into the into the Premier League. If he manages to win his next three games, or if he manages to win 3 games out of the remaining games for him, he's going to be in the Premier League. So it's actually a good thing. Left for me, I still don't think Frank Lampard, one good season or 2 seasons with Coventry is still enough to bring him back into the Premier League, into a job like Chelsea that is quite demanding. Pressure is on a different level. Frank Lampard should just focus on his growth there. Then, ahead of next season and in our quest to strengthen our defense, I also heard that Chelsea are interested in Stranija Pavlovic, a Serbian international 24-year-old defender at AC Milan, who has actually impressed throughout this season at AC Milan with his good defensive awareness, defensive ability generally, and his eye for goal, huge presence as well. I've not seen a lot about the guy, but a few times I've seen AC Milan highlights has actually coincided with games where he scored, and he's actually a good area presence defensively and in an attacking sense as well. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll need to pay more attention to him to see if this is actually a person we want or not. But let's see how that happens. Pavlovic, AC Milan. He still has a long contract at AC Milan. I think his contract at AC Milan expires in 2028 with an extra option for another year. So even if we are going for him, it's not going to be an easy signing because AC Milan would want to get as much money as they can from Chelsea. So it will be difficult. But if Chelsea are interested, if Chelsea are actually interested to sign the guy, they will pull it off. You understand? Now, finally, the growing disconnect between Chelsea fans and the Chelsea owners is no longer news, like I've always been saying. This is no longer news again. The club are not getting to the fans' expectations. And I think if the fans actually want to get anywhere close to this club or to make this club listen to us as fans, especially those ones that enter games consistently, season ticket holders and all of that, let's start by cutting games. If they come for a home game like this, Chelsea fans wey dey stadium no reach 100 or 200. First game, second game, club will record losses. Premier League sef go feel am, they go record the losses. They might see the need to help us chook mouth into this matter because it's looking like carrying placards and all of that, protesting in games, and still you go dey protest for games but stadium still full. You are still paying the money, they are still earning money. They feel like, omo, if una make noise finish, una go calm down. So let's take this to a different level. Boycott games. Instead una go do meeting say una no dey attend games again, let's do the meeting. We will not attend games. Once it happens 2 or 3 times, they will start retracing their steps. So that is that with the Chelsea infos. This club has actually been showing us a lot of pepper recently, but I just hope that a long-lasting solution is actually found soon because we cannot afford to be the people we go to receive banter every match week, every match day. We will collect banter as a result of the poor choices that our owners are making. But let's see how it goes. Thank you very much for always sticking with our channel. If you are yet to subscribe, like I've always said, please drop the subscribe button, like this video, comment your thoughts on everything that has been happening in the Chelsea camp so far. I beg, if you watch this video to this point, comment Chelsea abeg or Blue Co out, so that I will not say some people they watch my video reach end. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.